All right, so we're heading out, going back home from Spain from the this weekend was the 33rd, I believe, FCI IGP World Championship in Spain. And we were representing the United States of America. By now, for most people that do IGP already know that the American team basically dominated the competition. We placed first and second in the individual rankings and first place in the team rankings. So by every metric, we were the best in the competition. However, FCI has a big problem with countries competing from non-FCI countries in IGP. So before the closing ceremony, we were told, you are not the world champions. What? You are not the world champions. The organizers of the championship set up two separate ceremonies, as if that would make the whole thing go down smoother for us or something. Um, Podium ceremony for us, where we stood on top as what they called the best team and the best individual placement. And then there was another award ceremony for what they called the FCI World Champions. Yeah, that's not a joke. Many of us believe that this is quite disrespectful, actually. I know that the FCI Working Commission seem to do and try to do anything they can to make the closing of the event not to look so ridiculous, but at the same time, I don't feel that they did enough. So, yeah, how is this even possible? What's going on? Yeah, here is where I believe it gets messy. FCI is International Kennel Club Federation. AKC, the American Kennel Club, is independent kennel club. It's huge in United States. They also, they meaning AKC, have never really been interested in joining FCI. They have zero interest to do that. Um, and yeah, well, they have no interest to submit to any other organization. Now, AWDF, the American Working Dog Federation, is basically the umbrella from which the American team comes to FCI to compete. It's a very small organization. There's just a bunch of people with different breeds that love doing IGP and monitoring and so on. AKC has never showed any interest in supporting our dog sports. So this is how the AWDF, the American Working Dog Federation, comes into play. It is AWDF that holds the guest status with FCI. It's not AKC, not anyone else. So that means it's really not a AKC deal. It's AWDF and FCI working commission when it comes to IGP. I mean, it's intertwined. It's very confusing, but that's how it stands when it comes to IGP specifically. It's AWDF and FCI that have to interact and agree on something. It's AKC is not involved in that, and it's very important to understand for everybody. And here is the kicker. FCI says there is a contract with AWDF that allows us to compete, but not carry the world title. Like you cannot be a world champion if you end up being on a first place. Their own working dog commission has admitted it, though. The, the, the Americans are allowed to compete. However, in case they win, they can be called the best, but they cannot be world champion. Yeah, um, it's really that confusing. And yet, that's not a rule of fairness. It's just pure politics. If this was only a technicality inside the FCI, maybe we would say fine, whatever. But it gets worse. The the exact same weekend, this very past weekend, FCI also held the Agility World Championship in Sweden. And guess what? An American won the intermediate class and was, without any questions, crowned the world champion title, which makes me think, why is agility world really world, but the IGP world cannot be? What is going on? It's the same organization, the same AKC not being part of FCI, but somehow different rules can apply. That's I think, the hypocrisy. And don't tell me that it's not possible, because in 2007 I personally became a world champion, and I was granted the world title. It was probably surprising, not easy to do, but it actually happened. Eventually, I believe it was 2013 or 14, another American wins the title, and again the world champion title was granted. It just makes sense for this to happen. There should not be any other option, really. But now, when the USA is becoming consistently stronger than ever, when we absolutely dominate, suddenly the rules cannot be changed anymore. Please, really, it's not about rules. It's about pressure and politics. And here is what I believe is the real problem, perhaps. FCI wants to push us, the competitors, into pressing the American Kennel Club to join the International Federation. And while on personal level, I tend to agree with this, there is no chance whatsoever for AKC to give up their very successful multi-million dollar business so they can join FCI, so they can be told how to run AKC and abide by FCI rules. It's not happening. So if FCI thinks if they continue to keep embarrassing us, the competitors, we will somehow force AKC's hand. That's just absurd. That's like rainbows and unicorns. It's not happening, and it's not fair. AKC doesn't care about IGP. They care about their independence, the dog shows, and the money from pedigrees. But then again, as I just told you, that the US agility team does not have such problems, right? Which means very clearly it is not impossible to do the right thing. Think about it. Who pays the price for the power struggle of the World Kennel Clubs? It's us, it's the competitors, the people and dogs who put the work, sacrifice everything, and go through crazy stuff to accomplish something with their dog. The ones who earn the title, I will say I will say one more thing. many would many people will say, well, I know how it feels. It's weird, it's unfair, but ultimately it's okay. We're doing the best we can. And I don't believe this for a second. You have no idea what it means for someone to win a world championship and not hold the title world champion. Don't tell me that you do, because you have not been in this position. It is disrespectful, it's embarrassing, and all around unfair to do this to the most deserving person and their dog. Here is what I think it needs to change. If you or any other club wants to call an event a world championship, then every country has to count, period. There's just not any other option. If FCI membership matters, fine. Then don't call it a world championship because it is not. Even, even the name itself, FCI, recognizes the fact that it is not a world organization. The name clearly states Fédération Kinologique Internationale, not Mondiale. Now, excuse my French, of course, I'm butchering the words. So let's not mislead. If you're willing to keep this position, then call it what it really is. The FCI International Champion, FCI International Championship, or FCI All Members Championship, and FCI All Members World Champion. Whew, it's my blood pressure goes up talking about this. It's very, very sad and frustrating. The solution is simple, uh, and and honest and totally possible. Why don't you call the actual winner the IGP All Breed World Champion? And if FCI must insist on protecting their internal politics, then they can also crown FCI champion separately. But stop playing games with the title world champion. Right now, you're being this genius. So, here is, for whatever it's worth, my message or suggestion to FCI Working Dog Commission. Guys, do the right thing. If you're going to host a world championship, then make it a real world championship. Kennel club politics should never decide who gets to be called the world champion. Only performance can do that. Plenty of countries aren't FCI members. It's not just the USA, Canada, or the UK. We live in a world bigger than any single organization. USA dominated this year's championship. We are the world champions, and anything else is a spin. I'm curious to hear everybody's comments. Thank you for listening me venting on this.